Good morning. Welcome to the Jay Reed Show. Welcome. I'm going to give it some time. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock for me, but I don't know what time it is for y'all. Hey, I'm just going to say good morning, though, right? I mean, a lot of people are in different time zones. You got Central, Pacific. What's the other time zones? Mountain time. Is that the same thing? Yeah. Good morning. Well, I'm going to let y'all get on in, man. We had a great week last week, man. I had a great time on Saturday in the last stream. So let's try to make today a great stream as well. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, good morning, Kia. Good morning. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's life is good. Even though there's craziness in the world, I see like every single day there's news. Every single day there's something we got to talk about, right? We can break something down every single day. But we here. We here. I know y'all probably gonna ask where's the button up. I didn't do the button up today. I tried to go for a little bit more relaxed, setting because I'm not used to, talking on camera for. Yeah, markets are beautiful. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I'm not used to talking for hours on end with the butt. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I've talked for hours on end. I just want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? And the more comfortable, the better the show, the better the quality, the more fun we can have when we watch these videos. Like it's a lot. It's a lot to break down, man. Like I'm excited, y'all. I don't know if y'all excited, but I'm excited. Yeah, green. I love green. Even this morning, I woke up. Y'all, I gotta show you. It was 63 degrees outside. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. 63 degrees. Oh no, wait. Oh, that's the wrong city. My bad. Oh no, wait. Let me pull it up. My bad. That's the wrong. One second. 64 degrees outside. Y'all, 64. I woke up, man. It's crazy. The high of today is going to be 72. I'm excited, man. This is my favorite season, too. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Q Cabot. Appreciate it. Priorities, Jay. Priorities. The button up is important. Yeah. You're right, Jay. You're right. Next show, we're gonna get the button up back. We'll get the button up back because we got to keep our professional. How we do. Next show, or as a matter of fact, should I put it on right now? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Should I put it on, or we're gonna keep it? No, that was the wrong location. Rated guy. All right, thank you for the great videos. God is able. Yeah, I appreciate the support. You guys are awesome, man. We have a great like community built up over here. I love it. Like it is amazing. I have fun every single day making videos and connecting. That's why I like that we started this live stream because like I don't know, it allows me to connect with each and every one of y'all and like we can like have a good time, I don't know. But anyways, we got a lot to talk about. Just be cozy today, Kia. All right. I like it. Just be cozy today. I appreciate that. I think we give a pass, right? I've been wearing the button ups for a long time now. Like, I mean, we can give a pass. Do I think the layoffs will be live 2008? Why was that miss? Oh no, he pulled it back. Mass layoffs, yeah, there's mass layoffs. We got a lot to break down. I'm gonna start the show off with layoffs. As a matter of fact, every single day that we live stream, I think we're gonna live stream on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. Every single time that we go live, I'm gonna start off with news, pretty much layoffs, right? Probably, and we'll break down the layoffs that's going on within the world, which leads us in today's first video. We're going to talk about layoffs, but specifically today's layoffs are within the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, man. That is such a like interesting area, man. There's always something going on in DFW. Even when we talk about the airports and whatever the case is, it goes on and on and on. But let me see here before we get to this. I think it's important that we build context. All right. But anyways, yeah, there are layoffs. And I think we're going to dive into it. We're 5 minutes into the show. I was trying to let everybody get on in. We had 82, whatever. I mean, people going to join, people going to leave. Just, hey, get your popcorn. Let's have a good time. I got my water right here, Let's have a good time. We got a lot to break down. Yeah, why so serious? It is already worse in so many different aspects. But we talk about, I mean, I got some. I'm gonna tell you all this. I got some great videos for today. I'm actually like excited to talk about the videos for today. Like, and not from a perspective of I'm happy that all these things are happening, but I think it's great conversation. I think it's great topics that we gotta, really dive into. But anyways, let's get to it, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all for any longer. I'm gonna try to keep this show less than 2 hours. Maybe an hour and a half is the goal, but y'all know it might get over a little bit. We'll see. Let's check this out though.
Can somebody please tell me why it's so hard to find a job in the DFW area? It's so crucial out here. I even sent out an application to my old job and they turned me away. Like, girl, I used to be there. I used to be one of y'all. What is going on? I even sent out an application to be a fucking wedding coordinator. Like, at this point, what the hell? I could not imagine staying home for another year and then trying to hop back in to find a job. It's going to be harder. Like, girl.
Absolutely. And when we talk about the job market, and this is the first thing we really got to break down, guys, like so many people are like struggling to get into the job market, right? Like so many people are either getting laid off. So many people are either, trying to find a new role, or maybe their job, they shut down. There's for many different perspectives. And it goes across the entire United States. And she's talking about Dallas Fort Worth area, right? But guys, it don't matter which state you look at. Of course, this video right here, we're talking about Texas, right? I got to talk about Texas because, y'all love Texas, right? We love Texas, but it does suck, man. I really hope she's able to find a job pretty soon. I mean, I'm going to give a video credit right here. Her name is Malone_XXX, right? But, in the midst of layoffs, I got to show y'all something, and I think it's very important that we talk about this one here. If I can find it. What happened to it? Oh, man, that's not good. There we go. All right. So when we talk about layoffs, all right, I'm going to show y'all this. This is an Excel sheet of, all the layoffs that is going on within Texas. And I'm going to give perspective, right? Texas is a massive state, right? Like they got so many different companies, so many different people. I think the population is like, so many millions of whatever case is, right? But it's so many people that are getting laid off, guys. Let's go down the list. You got Texas Instrument laid off 19. You got Ed and Green, Technology laid off 102, 91, 75, 113, 279. Guys, look at this long list. And to put this in a whole, to get more context, all of these layoffs right here are within the past 2 weeks. These are the past 2 weeks. October 15th. Well, not the past 2 weeks. Well, these were from 2 weeks, right? This is 2 weeks worth of layoffs. October 15th all the way down to October 1st. So probably like a total, if I had to tally all this up, let me see if I can get it all together, y'all. If I had to tally all this up, we're looking at 1,000 layoffs, y'all. I don't know. This is ridiculous, though. It sucks. It truly does suck to see. And like so many people, and it varies based on each industry. Some of these are just factory layoffs. Some of these are, you got healthcare layoffs. It just depends, guys. But it sucks. It really does suck. And I see a bunch of them are Southwest Key. But yeah, man, these layoffs are getting out of control. And specifically in the Texas area, I think it's very interesting to see as everything begins to unfold throughout the United States. But hey, let's check this out.
The job market is so bad right now, and before you guys come at me saying, no, it's not that bad, like you're just not looking in the right places, I'm going to give you 3 examples. My last interview that I just got out of, I had the whole interview. He recorded me, everything. At the end of the interview, he said, actually, the position was filled. I just wanted to see if you were a good candidate. Okay. The one before, I had an interview with them, second interview. When I got to my second interview, it went really good. Afterwards, they showed me the office space. They showed me my desk. They introduced me to everyone. And then the next morning, I found out I did not get the job. Okay. What about the one before that? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I interviewed with this place once, twice, 3 times. I show up to the last interview. Nobody shows up. I was ghosted. So if you want to know how I'm doing right now in my job search, that is exactly how I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and this is the perspective that, a lot of people don't talk about. Well, as a matter of fact, people talk about this. However, we don't hear enough about this. And even in her position, right? Like she's getting the job interviews. She's not landing the plane when it comes to getting the roles that she wants. And her name is Abby Spams on TikTok. Y'all can go check her out. But seriously, I mean, and this is from Texas. All these videos you're seeing right here are going to be specifically from Texas. And like I said, it sucks to see. And there's so many people that are dealing with the effects of the job market. And I'm trying not to I'm not trying to make this super political at all whatsoever, because, the job market sucks all over. But what we can say is a lot of these policies are affecting the job market. That's the reality. Like, let's be honest. Let's call it we got to call a spade a spade. Tariffs, immigration policies, for good or bad, right? Like, I think they're creating jobs, but they're creating jobs that a lot of people don't necessarily want, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's so, the immigration is very, what is the word? You can lean either way, but I think all these policies are affecting so many aspects of businesses, from factories to whatever the case is. And you're seeing it leak across so many different industries. It sucks. Let's check this one out, though.
So for the past couple of months, I've been looking for a 9 to 5, right? Y'all know I have my own business. I do lashes for a living. But I've been looking for a 9 to 5 because life is hard. I'm trying to get some stability, something to just pay my rent, okay? Like, I need multiple incomes. So I've been applying. I haven't gotten any callbacks until today, right? Today. I get a call back today. I could answer because I'm with a client. And when I called back, they were like, "Oh, he's on lunch. Leave a voicemail."
I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you got $1 billion, client. I don't care. I'm answering the phone regardless of what I got going, especially if I need the job. We don't know the context. We don't know what kind of, bills she got. What's her financial situation? We don't know how urgent it is. It must not be that urgent if the client. Listen, I'm doing your nails. I'm doing your hair. I'm stepping out. Hey, listen, I got to take a call real quick. I will be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. I will be back. Literally, that's all it takes. I don't know what she got going on, because people aren't getting, you got so many people in the job market that aren't even getting calls back. They're getting emails back of, sorry, we couldn't, we unfortunately, we reviewed your application, we reviewed the interview, and unfortunately we went with another candidate. Guys, I can't tell you how many emails, countless of emails over and over and over that I got. And this was a couple years ago that I got when I was trying to leave my job. Countless. I was applying to hundreds of. That's why I'm so passionate about the layoffs, guys, because it is so important that you take advantage of the opportunities. For one, don't burn bridges. And two, take advantage, right? Network. It's very serious and it's important, especially in Texas, because we got to circle it all the way back around in Texas.
I said, okay. They connect me to his voicemail. I get on the phone. I'm like, "Hi, this is Paris. I was calling in regards to." My mind went blank. It's like a 5-second silence. I was calling in regards to my resume. I'm trying to find the words. The words were not forming. They weren't coming.
Sorry, I missed your call. That was
like,
all you had
okay,
to say.
Paris. I said, "Oh shoot, I can't send that." Literally, I'm saying this on the voicemail. I said, "I can't send this." So I get on Google. I'm like, "How to delete voicemail and redo it?" They said, "Press pound." I pressed pound. It did not work. It didn't work.
Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. And there's a lot more in this video. I'm gonna link it down when I repost this. But guys, it sucks, man. And there's so many people who own their businesses. They're business owners, especially in the beauty industry right now. It's very rare and it's so competitive because so many people are like, they're dealing with, whatever different case. And I'm not well versed. Please excuse my ignorance when it comes down to, this whole business venture. But I've been seeing so many hair salons and, nail specialists and eyelash specialists where they're just they have to go back into the job market. Content creators as well. They have to go back into the job market because businesses slow down and whatever the case is. It's been happening and I've been seeing it all over my feed. So it's crazy, man. Let's check this one out, though.
So, sitting here now 30 minutes, Home Depot waiting for my interview. She finds out I'm a black man, cancels the interview. It's just the reality that we live in sometimes, man. I thought the shit they was saying was lies. It is what it is, man. Maybe God got a better opportunity for me. My mama said stay calm, but I done drove 30 minutes already. Shoot me and you ain't gonna interview me. It's alright, man. Sometimes you just gotta know your worth, bro. Even if they was to give me another interview, bro, I don't want it, man. Be somewhere where you love and respect it, but refusing to give me an interview once you find out I'm black is crazy.
Yeah, so pretty much what he's saying is he went over there to Home Depot to get to interview, and they found out he was black, so they got rid of the interview. They canceled his whole interview. And I don't know. We don't know the situation. We didn't get the context before. I mean, we don't know. And I remember when I interviewed at Lowe's, actually, I got hired, but the whole process was kind of weird. They were so busy, and maybe they were short staffed or whatever. I'm not making excuses, because that could be the case, because, a lot of these companies got rid of DEI or whatever the situation is. And I'm not claiming that, oh, this is DEI, that's the reason why they didn't interview him, but it just depends on the situation. You got this happening all over it. I don't know. Like, listen, I'm not about to make any different big claims about the situation. I think it probably did happen, because I've seen it happen before, but we don't know in this situation. We just know. And he's specifically in Texas, guys. I mean, there's all these videos were recorded in Texas, affiliated in Texas. I don't know specifically. I think he's in Austin, but I could be wrong. I'll link the video in the in the description below for you guys when I repost it. But guys, this is just what's happening right now with the United States. These layoffs, man. These layoffs. And the job market. The Texas job market. Oh, man, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. But hey, listen, welcome, man. Hey, this is the crazy part. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all see the behind the scenes of when I'm recording the videos and when I'm actually posting videos. Like, it's so much. And also, as we get deeper into the show, y'all going to see, like, research and everything like that. You said, whereas Jay's glasses are awesome. Let me check out some of the comments, though, y'all. This next video is crazy, though. Like, it's going to blow your mind, seriously. Like, I was so surprised when I saw this video. And, well, as a matter of fact, we can talk about it. Did y'all know it's flooding in Alaska right now? Did y'all know that Alaska got hit with a massive typhoon, hurricane, or whatever you want to call it? Did y'all know that? It's crazy. I did not know that at all. I did not know that. Call it what it is, racing. Yeah, Jay, listen, I try not to do it. I try to get the benefit of the doubt, because sometimes it really is just like a situation of, whatever. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to make any bold claims, because sometimes it literally it's just overlooking. Because when I was at Target, I overlooked candidates where I was running around and, I was trying to find different things, or I didn't know I had an interview, and I'm back here throwing the truck and whatever. Like, there have been legit times where I just overlooked the candidate. Not where I canceled the interview, though. No, I never canceled an interview. So, you know what? It probably was racism. It probably was. But I don't know, guys. It's crazy. It sucks, though, man. Even if it wasn't, why cancel the interview? You know what I mean? Why? AI is no joke. Yeah, AI is serious. It is serious. News networks are actually talking about it. He's talking about why it's so serious. I would have picked up the phone. Yeah, AI is no joke, man. It's no joke. Listen to the end. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Like, this is amazing. Everyone deserves the floor. It's no matter the race. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. Dictating discussion because of their own shame. I ain't waiting for that. What are we even talking about? Hey, it's coming, Khadijah. Trust me. As we get deeper, it's coming. I'm telling you. All right. Yeah, man. Listen. Let me fix my camera scene. I don't know what just happened there. But yeah, y'all, listen. It is flooding in Alaska. Alaska. I didn't even know. It crossed my timeline. I was like searching for videos and doing my journalism every single day. And I was like, I didn't even know. Like, it's crazy. But let's check this out. Like, the city is destroyed. The entire city of Alaska. Like, and y'all see the video right here, like part of the video as we speak. But man, it's crazy. The world is crazy. And even when we talk about cuts to FEMA and everything like that, I mean, we haven't like dug super deep on it just yet and see if they like actually declared this as an emergency. I'm sure they are, but it's crazy. But anyways, let's check this out.
Start with the devastating flooding in Alaska. The state's governor says the damage is so bad that many evacuees won't be able to return home for at least a year and a half. More than 2,000 people have been displaced by those catastrophic floods that destroyed homes in the western part of the state. Hundreds of people have been airlifted to Anchorage on military planes, with more flights expected tomorrow.
Alaska is flooded right now. Like, these videos are blowing my mind. I didn't even know. And they got hit by a hurricane, a typhoon, or whatever you want to call it. And now you got thousands and thousands of people who have been dismantled out their homes. And now they're going to be without, their homes. So many people without power. So many people, without food or whatever the case is. And they're, having to be saved by the federal government. It's crazy. Not the federal government, but they had to be rescued from their towns. And look at this photo. Just looking at this damage right here. Just this alone. It's crazy. And we're seeing this constantly over and over and over again with the weather within specifically the United States. But Alaska, I mean, y'all know it's kind of up above and kind of near Canada. So it's in a weird spot. But I didn't see this coming. I don't know what's the, the reparations or the effects of this going to be, how we're going to recover. But guys, it sucks to see so many people who are being like affected by stuff like this, man. It sucks. But hey, I got more videos. We can check it out. It's crazy, man.
There's new images tonight of the devastation in Alaska after this week's typhoon. The damage is catastrophic. More than 2,000 people have been displaced, some of them airlifted to safety from remote villages. The state's governor is asking President Trump for a major disaster declaration.
Look at that, man. Like, it's flood. Like, it's literally like it looks like an island. And I don't know what part of Alaska this is. I mean, I know certain parts of Alaska, even when we look at it on the map, it's got like like islands on there. But seriously, y'all, like that is devastating. And, I hope we're able to figure it out when we talk about, getting them some help. When I mean, we talk about the cuts to FEMA and all these different things. But I'm going to show you guys the map of Alaska. And maybe this is part of the bottom half where the island is. But listen, I hope they're able to get some support. FEMA, get them recovered. I mean, it's devastating, guys. It is. It's devastating. Yeah. Let's see here. Look at that. These are families. These are real people. These are like lives, man. Like, I mean, God, I hope this guy who recorded this video is safe, because the biggest thing is when all this is going on is finding safety, finding, somewhere to go and be able to, survive, let alone post the disaster, let alone all the other different things. When this happens, what do? I couldn't even imagine if I walk outside and I see a river, and maybe this is probably was a river before, but I've seen videos and y'all remember how it was in Texas. I can't imagine how it is walking outside and you see a river at your front door. You seeing cars flowing in the river beyond. Like, golly, man, this is sad. It's sad, man. It's devastating. I don't even know, man, but we'll see how it goes. Let's check this out. I got one more video. We can check it out and we can see what's going on here. Let me get my camera straight, though. Here we go.
Well, Typhoon Halong sparking disastrous and deadly flooding in Alaska. This weekend, floodwaters swept through coastal communities in the western part of the state. And as of this morning, several dozen people have had to be rescued. But tragically, one person has died. 2 others remain missing.
Yeah, still shocking video, even as we look at it on this Wednesday from out of the weekend. Alaska DOT saying a combined 50 airports and roads were damaged as a result of this. access and communication to these remote communities severed in some cases, and more than 1,000 people taking shelter across the region. As we know, crews are rolling in to help in the response and recover. We have Taylor Souson, national spokesperson of the American Red Cross, joining us now. And Taylor, I think what's so wild, I saw the number 50 for airports and roads, but was reminded that a lot of these communities are so remote, they rely on these airports for small planes to navigate back and forth. And without that accessibility, it really puts them at even greater risk in recovering from this.
Yeah, so about 90% of Alaska is actually inaccessible by road. So these communities that have been impacted are part of that 90%. There is no access to these villages except via plane and sometimes boat, depending on if, there are river access to these villages. So this has made the disaster response particularly difficult for a number of days. And during this storm, these gravel airstrips that they have that serve as an airport were underwater. And so that made access both in and out of these remote areas impossible. So
yeah, and you can only imagine how it's going to be to recover these towns. You can only imagine how it's going to be just as they continue to find families that are just stranded out there and they don't know how to get out, or like, I didn't even know. I've never been to Alaska in my life, and I've seen videos, I've seen photos, and Alaska is a beautiful state. It is. It's very nice. But I mean, just to see so many lives and people just devastated by this. And, we don't know how long it's going to take to recover the cities and towns, but I really hope they're able to figure this out fast, get support, get help here fast. I know the cuts to FEMA are affecting so many different things, especially when we talk about the floods that happen in all these other states like Texas and North Carolina and Iowa and all these different, states that got flooded as well as a result of some of the crazy weather. But even still, guys, we should still be able to respond very, fast enough to where these people aren't being stuck. Because if you stuck, what do you do? But this is what's going on, man. I don't, yeah, man, we've seen this countless of times, and flooding. All right. And yeah, I don't like making it political at all. I truly don't. But it just sucks, man. It sucks. Can you imagine, even if we didn't cut a lot of FEMA? I mean, FEMA is still there, right? FEMA is still a thing. It hasn't gone away, and food stamps is still there, right? It hasn't gone away, but they've made massive cuts to it. To what extent? How beneficial is it going to be? That kind of stuff. It's crazy. It sucks, man. But anyways, I don't even know how to transition from that. When I saw that news this morning and trying to break it down and figure out how to speak about it in a manner of professional manner, I was trying to it's crazy. Same thing how we did with the other videos, right? When the Texas floods happened, it was I didn't even know what to say. It's so touchy because these are people in their lives. These are families, right? These are real people. Let me check out the comments though. Jada Dry to Cordova. Yeah, I seen videos. Same thing Montana and the mountains and what's the other, Utah and Denver, and God, I seen the videos and photos. It is beautiful. It's like you're in a movie, I even when I was in Vegas, the mountains that surround the city in Las Vegas, God, it is beautiful. It's like a photo, a actual video. I was watching. It's crazy. The world is beautiful. We got a beautiful earth. I don't know. I know that might sound, what's the word? I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. All right, let's make next month off. No paying bills. Oh, Jacqueline, that's bold right there. Let's take next month off. No work all month. No paying bills. Shop for food next month. Now really protest by not going. That is tough. I don't know about that one. I get what you're saying though, because of the I understand. I don't know though. That's tough right there. That's a tough one. I read online and the daycare vouchers are expired and childcare places are closing. And you are on it. And you are on it. I like how you think, because I've been talking about that for a long time now. And I also got another segment later on where we're going to talk about something very similar, but close to that, subject. But yeah, daycare is already expensive, and the fact that they're cutting that as well, I don't know. It's almost like people don't live lives, and they think so much about money and capitalism and how much we can spend and how much we can save and how, like, all these different things, when people forget that people live regular everyday lives. People have to eat. Kids have to go to school and eat. I'm not taking the accountability away from, you had the kids and all this, because some people have kids and they make bad decisions and they put themselves in a, where they can't afford the kids and all these different things. But a lot of times people are genuinely working. They're trying. And I know people, I have family, I had friends who were working. They had kids. They were working overtime and they still didn't have enough money to be able to afford their kids. And that's why I push. I don't mind people getting the support. Just make it, reasonable. Don't take advantage of the system and live on your entire life. Well, not don't live on your entire life, but don't take it and not put in the work as well on the other end. Don't live completely off the government. Still, living. I don't know. That's what I struggle with. But hey, I see people live happier on the streets. Yeah. I love legal participation. I heard about Alaska's and all the damages, people getting evacuated. Yeah. Shout out from Georgia. Yeah, LB. All right, let's see here. I want to be on the right when you're live. I want to be on right when you're live. Oh yeah, and yeah. Well, we just started. I mean, 30 minutes in? Almost 40. Almost 40 in. All right, y'all. We're gonna change the tone a little bit. We're gonna pick it up a little bit because I think this is gonna be very interesting. This is probably what y'all want to see, right? But people, before we start this video, there are people out here who are starting to get fed up over these policies. There are people out here, specifically MAGA and Trump voters and the whole movement. They are starting to speak out and starting to get what's the word? They're starting to get rowdy over it. And I'm not saying it's happening in mass. I'm not saying that everybody is doing it. I mean, y'all see the videos that I post every single day about the situation, but people are, if they're not saying this is not what I voted for or this isn't what I voted for, they're saying I regret my vote. But either way it goes, I see a lot of these things and oh man, see, these are the things y'all don't see when I post my videos. My camera is heating up, man. My camera is overheating. All right, let's check this out, though, man. We're going to break this video down. It's actually crazy. It's crazy to see what's happening. But anyways, this guy right here, and I'm going to let the video speak for itself. This guy right here posted, he said, oh, you know what? Let me fix one thing. Hey, and I'm still figuring out the kinks of streaming, y'all, so work with me. This is normal. All right, here we go. I think we're good now. Here we go. All right, let's check this out, man. This guy right here, I found him on TikTok. I mean, seriously. I mean, his name is the Divine Daddy. I mean, I don't know, y'all. This is crazy, though.
As a previous Trump supporter and voter, I have to be honest and say that I don't trust a single thing this guy says anymore. As far as I'm concerned, this is not the same Trump that was in office the previous time 8 years ago. The guy that's in there now is so heavily influenced by you-know-who, a country overseas, refuses to address certain things like the files that have never been released. And if you're the type of person that just blindly believes the people in your party, whether it's left or right.
Now, I normally don't give credit to a lot of the MAGA voters and people who talk about, whatever case. I normally don't give credit, but I will tell you, he is absolutely correct when he say that this isn't the same Trump. And I'm not saying everything, but when he's talking about the situation of let's say, for example, the Epstein files, and let's say, for example, all the other things that they promoted and talking about releasing when they got into office and no censorship and all these different things. When they talked about that during the campaign, he flipped on that. But everything else It is literally the same exact person, y'all. I gotta say, I gotta be real and I gotta be honest. But yes, I will absolutely agree. It's like the Epstein files just don't exist anymore. It's like the Epstein files is literally just, it's gone now. It's no longer even a thing. And Trump never talks about it anymore. He gets pressed by the media and all these different platforms and things, but it's like it never even exists. But let's finish the rest of, I'm gonna let the rest of the video speak for itself.
Republican, Democrat, you just believe them because they're in your party and they can do no wrong, then you're a fucking idiot. That's why people like Candace Owens and other people have been turning on him, because what he's doing, just the math is not mathing. Start thinking for yourself and start holding people accountable, even the people that you choose to vote for.
Absolutely. And the thing is, no matter whether you're on the left or you're on the right, you have to absolutely talk about policy. You have to absolutely, weigh in everything that they talk about. Don't vote based on my identity. Y'all remember the whole MAGA movement it was ran on identity. It was ran on everybody wearing the red hats and make America great again. And these people are here and they're here illegally. That was the whole movement. A lot of people didn't think about policy. All they knew was immigration. And because it was cool to vote for Trump and to be on the MAGA team and they're the woke team and all these different things, that's why they voted. People didn't vote on policy. Listen, people did not vote on policy. I'm telling you, it sucks to see. And now most people are dealing with the effects of this, but now we get videos like this where people speak out and say, hey, this isn't what I voted for.
You're not alone. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of us, but the algorithms are trying so hard to keep us separated right now. It is a fact that Trump's whole demeanor towards Netanyahu changed. He had a position of authority before, and now he's just along for the ride. And I'm sorry, but it's almost like we all know what happened to Charlie. Come on. After he went to Israel, his whole position changed. And he started asking a lot of questions that started raising some eyebrows. Which, by the way, side note, Turning Point USA hasn't called.
If you don't know what he's saying, he's pretty much saying that the whole situation of, and I'm trying to choose my words because I don't like getting censored or whatever cases, but he's pretty much saying that there's people overseas that are he's saying that Charlie didn't get, the person who took out Charlie wasn't the same person who they say it is, right? Like they saying that there's corruption and that was planned. That's basically what he's saying, right? And there's people who talk about this all the time. You got Candace Owens, you got, there's many different platforms, but it's still, I don't know, regardless of if you think that was true or not. Do you not see that the biggest question is, why is this something new that you're seeing? And this has been going on for, I don't know how long. It wasn't the January 6th. It wasn't any of these other things. It was now is because of, what, let's finish the rest of this video.
Up with any of those questions since Charlie's passing, and it's been over a month. In my opinion, Trump and his administration is now compromised. Turning Point USA is also compromised and infiltrated.
Yeah, it was already compromised. I don't know, guys. To what extent, who knows? But guys, seeing these people speak out, and shout out to the creator, right? I'm not trying to give him no slack or whatever, or send hate his way. His name is White Phoenix 333. But it does feel good to see people starting to wake up. It does feel good to see people start to understand. And not that he's, trying to pick a side or I'm going to the left, or he's not doing that. But he's also doing a gesture to where he's making sound decisions for himself. I'm not saying regardless of which side you voted for. I'm not telling you to be a liberal. I'm not telling you to be a conservative. I'm not telling you to vote for a specific candidate. What I am telling you is sit back and make informed decisions about what it is that benefits you, your life, your family, and the lives of many other people within the United States. That is quite literally all I'm saying. So when I see this, when people speak out like this, I love it. I genuinely do love it, because there are countless of things that are happening within the United States that I personally feel people should be more mad about. But unfortunately, they're not. Now, this guy right here, he's not necessarily a Trump voter. I don't know who he voted for, but I think it's interesting we talk about it.
So how's the job market looking? Everybody at my work keeps getting laid off. And they're like, hey, Jonathan, you get a promotion. I don't know whether to feel good or feel like a dumbass for staying on this ship that just hit the fucking iceberg. Oh, fuck. It's like, hey, you got a promotion. I don't know if you're ever it's gonna last long enough for you to see any of the money, but goddamn, you're lucky. You get to be the boss. You get to be the captain because the old captain jumped off the fucking ship. So you guys aren't worried that I have no experience doing any of this shit? Oh no, you'll be fine. It's easy. The last guy worked it for 27 years and he wasn't doing a good enough job, so we figured we'd give it to the guy that has no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah, his whole team got laid off, man. This is the job market, though. I mean, this is what a lot of companies are dealing with. And they probably didn't lay him off because of, money reasons, I'm sure. And eventually he may get laid off. I hope he doesn't, but eventually he may get laid off. But he's being put in position to keep them there longer until they get their money up. And then eventually he may get laid off as a result of this. I don't know. Who knows? I don't even know what company he works for. His name is Greg.art. Y'all can see it at the bottom of the screen. Greg.art. Y'all can check him out on TikTok. But man, it is crazy. It is crazy out here. And regardless of who you voted for, I'm not telling you to pick a side. I'm not telling you to vote for, be a Democrat or be a Republican. But yeah, what you have to do is make a decision, make an informed decision, do your research. And, and that's why I make these videos so you can see what people are dealing with on their everyday lives. So you can sit back and make an analysis on your life and how you think an informed decision is going to be when we talk about fixing things like the job market, or talking about fixing things like grocery prices, and talk about fixing things like, maybe immigration policies or whatever the case is. How do these things affect you in your lives? And not what it sounds like, what sounds good and all these different. How does it affect you in your life? It sucks though, man. So many people are talking about this is not what I voted for. He specifically said this isn't the same Trump I voted for. Pretty much he's referring to the Trump back in 2016 or the Trump post or pre inauguration. I get it. Somehow I saw that, but I mean, I can see how everybody else maybe did not see it. I don't know. I can see how people didn't see it, maybe, but I saw it. I think a lot of people saw it, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't as obvious as, people make it think about. Predatory MLMs and devil course. Ooh, that is interesting, Toasties. That is interesting. I might do a little bit more research on that, actually. Has it been like on the rise? Has it been like, because it's always been a thing, but has it been like, high? I haven't heard much about it. Trump was worse in 2016. I don't know. I mean, I think this is a question we got to talk about. Which Trump was worse? Was it 2016 or is it 2024 Trump? Or was it 2020 Trump? Which Trump was worse, y'all? I don't know. I think, God, that's a tough one, man. That is a tough one. I think Trump 2024 is probably worse. I think 2016 was bad because it was something so new and we didn't see that coming. Like nobody talked about immigration policies as much as he did. And it came off so strong. I don't know. I mean, both of them are bad though, by all means. All right. Like they're both bad, but I'm just saying from the perspective of like, I don't know. It's crazy though. It's not tough. 2016 was a raging lunatic. At least he's slow now. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I don't know. I get what you're saying. I don't know, man. This Trump is bad, though. This Trump is very interesting. Very interesting. And especially the way that they talk now, man. Like, to see how, like, the vice president, JD Vance, comes out and, like, how he comes out and, like, says, oh, we've had terrible presidents in the past. The Biden was sleepy Joe Biden and y'all, do y'all remember? And I remember this vividly because I actually made a video about this. Y'all remember when Trump first started putting tariffs and like the when China was like they were doing the first whole trade war, and JD Vance came out and was like, JD Vance was literally came out and said, we're no longer buying from those peasants in China. We're no longer buying from those peasants in China. What? What? Seriously, like, I'm not joking. I am not joking at all. Like, I'm so serious. This is the vice president, not some, TikTok or, social media guru. This is the vice president of the United States. And, last thing before we get to the next segment, the governor of Illinois, he was saying, because, with all the raids and the agents that are in the town, he was like, he's trying to pull the 25th Amendment on Trump to get him out of office. Basically, that was his whole point. But he was saying, oh, we can pull the 25th Amendment. And if y'all don't know what the 25th Amendment is, it just says the president isn't fit to be in office. And basically, he's trying to pull the 25th Amendment. And yeah, 25th Amendment gets rid of Trump. But do you not know who's behind Trump? You know what I mean? Like, who is behind Trump? Vice President JD Vance. So I don't know. Which one would you rather have? Would you rather have Trump? Or would you rather have Vice President JD Vance? I don't know. Hey, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. It makes you think, though. It definitely does make you think. But anyways, man, Walmart. This is our next segment, man. Walmart is going through some crazy things right now. I mean, Walmart is still, they're still profitable. They're still making a lot of money. However, they just closed the store down. I think this is in Washington. Let me pull up the Walmart stock, actually, to see what's going on. That way I can give a little bit more context as to what is happening. Yeah, see, Walmart stock is doing actually pretty well. That's the past 6 months right there. Even year to date, they're doing pretty well. However, they are starting to close down, and this is why I say the stock market doesn't tell you the entire story. When people, especially MAGA, they make this whole point of like, oh, the stock market is doing good, so the economy is doing good. No, absolutely not. Walmart just closed the store, an entire store down in Washington. And for what reason? I don't know. However, they closed it down. So let's check this out, man.
We are back at Walmart. I came to get you guys an update. A lot of you were asking if they have certain items, so I came to check for you so that you don't have to. Also, it's 10:30, and as you can see, everyone is going straight in. There's no line right now. The store is officially closing on the 31st. As you can see here, there is a sign saying that. And I apologize in advance because this video is a long one, but that is because I went into every single aisle for you guys to try to show you everything that is still available at this Walmart. So if you want to see everything that's still available before you make the drive down there and wait in line, if you go during a busy hour, check this video out. I filmed everything. First, I started with the men's section because that's what's in the beginning of the store. They had jeans, shirts, sweaters, belts. As you can see here, they also had dress shirts. They had wallets. They had a few Wrangler shirts as well, and a few plain shirts. They also had, I believe, these were like work gloves, which I'm showing right here.
Now, Walmart is closing down this entire store, and I'm not gonna sit here and make any bold claims. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself after this. But guys, seriously, they're closing down this store, and I don't know what is the reason. We don't know. Maybe it's theft. Maybe it's just, they're not making their financial goals because of the economy or whatever the case is. Maybe it's tariffs. Maybe it's what, like, you can point the finger many different ways. I'm not here to make any Super Bowl claims as to why this store is closing. And I did research and, I couldn't find much. They didn't say much about it. However, these stores are closing. These are communities. These are people, who need these different things. And of course, they're getting the items now at a discount, 50% off on a lot of items. But seriously, that is exactly why I say stock price, how much the company is making, it doesn't tell you the full story. Because when you look at the stock price for the past month, look at that. The stock jump. However, The store is closing. So, I mean, what are we talking about right now? Like, yeah, you can have the greatest stock in the world in the business, the whole company, the whole, the front lines of what is happening on the grounds with the people and how much they're spending in everyday lives. It doesn't tell you that story. But anyways, I don't think this is necessarily due to tariffs. I could be completely wrong, but I'll continue doing more research. Let's let the rest of the video speak for itself, though.
They had left. They had a bunch more yesterday when I came for my daughter. A lot of this was gone as well. They still have a lot of formula as well with baby food. And then some of the baby clothes they have. I will say there was more baby clothes yesterday when I was in. They did have a bunch of these nipple shields though. Some teethers. They had this Frida product. They had lactation products and a little bit of swaddles as well. They had a few baby underwears left and these monitors, baby monitors. Sorry, I forgot the name. A few other products here in the baby section as well. They had a little bit of toys, definitely more yesterday than today. And then this was one of the racks that they had with more baby clothes, a few more baby girl clothes on here, but still definitely a lot more baby boy clothes. But yeah, they still had a decent amount of clothes in the kids section. So if you're looking for kid clothes, I would go check them out.
All right, so let's dig a little bit deeper on this. And I just found this article right here. Well, this isn't an article. This is AI specifically, which AI pretty much summarizes everything for me. And, I love AI. I don't get all my stats and statistics and facts from AI. But what I do get is a lot of, overall is blanket, summarized information of what is happening in the world. But anyways, Walmart is closing its store at 1900. This is in Federal Way, Washington. And pretty much they say it's primarily due to a need to align to shifting customer preferences. So basically they're saying customers are shopping different. So we're just going to close the whole store down. They're shopping different. I'm sure there's deeper statistics, deeper, understanding from at the store level. But guys, check this out. The closure reflects a broader shift in consumer shopping habits and the local grocery landscape. I saw somewhere on here, I was checking it out. It said the reason why they're closing down, and it looks like they're trying to do y'all know the neighborhood grocery stores that Walmart has where it's pretty much just grocery stores? It's not all the other items that they have in the stores. It's just grocery items specifically. And they've come out and said they've made announcements and they said they're not going to do a mass amount of closing. However, they're trying to be more strategic as to where they're planting those stores around the United States, right? But in this specific situation, they didn't open another store as of right now. Maybe in the future, there will be another store that's going to open. But right now, they just shut this one down. So, hey, Walmart, it's very interesting, y'all. And I truly don't even shop at Walmart as much as, a lot of people do. But they have a lot of things. They have a lot of stuff. And even as I look at the inventory that they have in this store, I think it's interesting to see. I mean, even if you live in the area, if you got to go there to buy certain things, I'll let the video play as we talk. But even if you got to go there to buy some things, you got items, it's on sale. It's 50% off a lot of these items, 50% off. So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this though, man. I'm not pointing the finger. I'm just saying, why are we closing down stores? And I think this shows a bigger image too as well. I'm not fear mongering either, but it's interesting, y'all. It's whole interesting. You'll see more stores closing. And I even said this earlier in the year too. Like, you're going to see a lot more stores starting to shut down, like Target and all these different things. They're going to start closing certain stores, but the company as a whole isn't going to shut down. They're just trying to be more strategic when you talk about high theft areas and how to contain and keep being a profitable company as a whole. But it's just what's happening within America. And, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. And this is happening in front of Christmas, y'all. We got Christmas in a couple more months. We got Christmas. So yeah, Walmart. But I told y'all that, man, they're going to start shutting down a lot of stores. And a lot of it, don't get me wrong. Do not get me off the rails. A lot of it is theft, right? A lot of it is whatever, greed and whatever the case is. But a lot of it is just they're not making the same amount of money that they were. Well, they're making the same amount of money. They're trying to, what is the word? Guys, I'm trying to get my screens ready. Yeah, they're making the money. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Why are they closing that down? You saw the stats, though. The facts and the statistics. All right. Let me check out some of the comments and see where we go from here. All right. Almost done. Almost done. Here we go. Perfect. It's not theft. It's tariffs. Eddie, I mean, that's a good point. I call it Trump sales tax. Yeah. You can. And you know what? Let me pull it back up actually again. I got to read it a little bit deeper. Let me see if I can find more like information while we're on live right now. And this is the part that y'all don't see when I post the videos. That's why I think it's important that we go live. You know what I mean? Walmart is unexpectedly closing. Oh, you know what? Let's read this one here. Let's read this one here. I think this is important. I live daily. It's not theft, it's tariffs. If they were ethical and competent humans, I already am. 50% also they were overcharged the same. Yeah. The fact that they are able to even, sell it for 50% off tells, I think, is, yeah, hey. All right, let's see here. You know what? Let's dig a little bit deeper. I found another source here. So this one here also says there were 250 employees, and I didn't even talk about it from the perspective of layoffs here, guys. 250 employees that are going to be affected by this. Now, the company did say that they're going to help them probably get transferred to a different store or maybe find another job or whatever case is. They're giving them support and resources. But at the same time, they're going to lay off 250 people. And also, they pretty much said the economic uncertainty is another reason why this store is shutting down. Now, they got nearby stores here. You got one in Auburn, Washington, and you got another one on Federal Way. So maybe Federal Way is just a long strip where they got a lot of different stores. All right, so here's the Walmart new store strategy. It said the company then has provided a specific reason for the shutdown, like I was saying, but it's been reassessing its store fleet since last year. Let me see here. Investing heavily on growth. Within a year, the giant, they remodeled 650 stores in 47 states. Yeah, that's all. That's all we get. That's all we get. Uncertain link between Walmart closure, tariffs, pressures. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a given, right? The sudden closure of the Federal Weekend store also be linked to recent changes on the newly imposed tariffs. Yeah, that's another source. That's another point of view. So, yeah, Walmart, man, Walmart. And look, Walmart supported Trump during the y'all remember that? I think Trump got donations from Walmart during their whole campaign. That was a big thing. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but I remember that because I was following this very closely. But yeah, man, Walmart, closing down stores, and this is our people like lives, man. 250 people. Hopefully they get them on transferred over, get a different job. Do not based off of social media. Do not vote based off of social media posts. We all, myself, need to be informed. Absolutely, Ann. Absolutely. That is correct. Stores can only be closed if people are losing their jobs. Something to spend. Yeah. If you're losing, that's most of the reason why stores close, because they're not making money. I remember during my time at Target, they closed down the store, but there's a reason why that store closed, because the store was severely underperforming. It wasn't making money, and this was, in the 2010s. This wasn't recently with the Trump. This was during this was earlier. And like I said, there's a reason why. There's always a reason why. Let me see here, guys. I'm trying to. There's like a huge delay on the stream right now. I'm trying to like get that fixed here. Latency. There's a huge delay, and I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, let's see here. Everybody's boycotting instead of stealing. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can fix this, y'all. How do I fix this? Latency. Yeah, I don't like it. I think, oh man. Families don't pay taxes. Yeah, I don't like it. Do I have to end the live stream, which I don't want to do, just to fix it? If that's the case, I'm not going to do that. Don't have kids. Financial advice. All right, anyways, we'll figure that out. It's like a delay. I'm like looking at it right now. It's like a couple seconds behind or something like that, or like 15 seconds behind. Anyways, yeah, I was trying to figure that out. But anyways, let's move on to the next segment. Let's talk about restaurants, y'all. I've been seeing this on TikTok for a long time now. Not TikTok. I've been seeing this across every single platform. Restaurants. And I've been going out to eat as well. And I'm not going to make any bold claims on this one because I've been to restaurants that are super busy. And I've been to restaurants that are super dead. I think it depends on the restaurant, right? However, there is a big thing right now where people are coming out and speaking about restaurants being empty. And there are many different reasons, right? Economy, people aren't spending the same amount of money. Yeah, there's many different reasons why restaurants don't look the way that they used to or the way that they are now. But you got restaurants that are going out of business. As a matter of fact, there's a restaurant near my favorite restaurant within Atlanta that just shut down. It's happening right now. Like, people and companies are being affected by this. Starbucks, y'all know Starbucks as we speak. You know what? I'm going to just let the video speak for itself and we can break it down as we're talking right now. It's crazy, though.
You guys, there's a new market in LA. It's gorgeous. Look at how gorgeous, and it's empty. And I want it to be full. So, to my 70 followers, come to this market. It's literally so pretty. Literally, everyone needs to know about this market. Look how gorgeous it is. It smells incredible in here. There's different food vendors. I need everybody to come and support these local businesses. Let's go.
Yeah, we got to support the local businesses. However, when the business looks like this, this is the middle of the day and we need more context. We don't know what time of day it is or whatever the case is. This looks like an amazing restaurant, like a good time, probably got great food or whatever the case is. However, let's be honest, let's call it what it is, guys. If it's not the weekend, if this is on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or whatever the case is, if it's on the weekend, absolutely. This place is probably jumping. But during the week, it's not. Because people are making financial decisions that benefit them in their life. People don't have the same amount of money that they did, in certain times of their lives. The economy is tight right now. The cost of living is through the roof right now. People are spending $500, $1,200 on groceries a month. It is crazy right now. People don't have the money. And that's the reality of the situation that people don't like to talk about. And that's why you see stores closing like this. Not stores, restaurants shutting down. That's why you see restaurants empty right now. Let's talk about even from the, I'm going to get to that one. Let's check out this next video, y'all. This is crazy. There's so many different aspects that we can hit this from. But hey, man, this is the economy of the United States right now.
This is Lambert's Cafe, July 4th, 2025. And if you've ever been to Lambert's Cafe in Gulf Shores, in July, you never see it this empty and you never walk straight in. This was insane. But we were.
Yeah, this is it, man. This is it. And they got people even talking about this.
So I just attempted to go to medium rare for brunch in Dallas, and I was turned away by those staff. So, of course, it's empty as fuck in there. And it's Sunday, and we go in there, just a table for two, and they tell us they can't seat us. We would have to wait an hour.
Do you know why they did that? Because they probably weren't staffed to the need of what they had at their point. That's probably why they do reservation, before. And I'm not talking, oh, he messed up or whatever case is, but they just don't have the people in the staff to fit the needs. You don't have the grill staff. You don't have the waiters and the host and all these different things, because they're not, if you're not getting business at a certain time of the day, which right now, it's majority of the day. I don't know if y'all remember during the pandemic when, you had restaurants. It was literally a shortage of people trying to work in restaurants. And then restaurants had to shut down because, they couldn't afford to, stay operating because they didn't have enough workers. Right. But in this situation, think about it. If you walk in at a random time, you don't have a reservation, especially depends on the type of restaurant it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. And by all means, he should be able to walk into the restaurant and eat, right? He should absolutely be able to eat, but that's just not the economy that we're in right now. And I'm not saying every single restaurant is doing this, but a lot of them are.
Because we didn't make a reservation. So me, I go on Open Table and I make a reservation. It's 1 o'clock. I make a reservation for 1:30. I go back in there and I say, well, I do got a reservation now because y'all got availability. She then proceeds to say, well, since you made a last minute reservation, you got to wait 30 minutes before I can seat you.
Because they're short staffed, because they don't have the people working there right now, because the company, the restaurant isn't making money. This is how it's going on. I'm sorry for pausing. I'm going to let the rest of the video speak for itself, though. I'm sorry.
It's like, you said I didn't have a reservation. I got a reservation. Why the fuck do I have to wait an additional 30 minutes? Oh, this is just what I was told. Because the tables are for the people that are coming now. Well, that includes me because my reservation is for now. So why the fuck do I have to wait 30 minutes? So needless to say, we just left. So
yeah, absolutely. Just leave. And then let's add another perspective on this, because I think everything ties back to politics. I think, because of course that's what we talk about. Do y'all know, same thing that's happening at Starbucks right now? Starbucks is laying off a lot of people. And of course, they're trying to implement automation and, all these different things where they call it operation efficiency or operational efficiency or whatever cases. They're implementing all these different policies, right? And at the same time, they're getting destroyed by tariffs. They are getting destroyed by cost to operate. They're dealing with the same exact thing that we are dealing with right now on the grounds with grocery prices, how much it costs to pay people or whatever. Like all these, they're dealing with the same exact thing. Now, I'm not saying every single restaurant is dealing with this. Some restaurants are actually thriving right now. I'm talking about on the mass scale of things. They're trying to be as strategic as possible. These tariffs. Do y'all know that coffee prices are like ridiculous? I made a video about this, but coffee prices are. Oh man, let's play it. So then you got mom and pop shops like this, not shops, but restaurants where they are empty. And this is a Mexican restaurant. This is specifically in North New Jersey. And this is at 7:30 on a Saturday night. This is prime time. This is the prime where people they're trying to go out to eat, enjoy the family. And we don't know. We don't know. Maybe they got good reviews or maybe they got bad reviews. Whatever the case is, I don't know. But seriously, look at this. It's empty. It is completely empty. This isn't some AI video. It is completely empty, y'all. This is crazy.
I'm at my job at Denny's, and it's literally not a singular customer in this bitch. We are empty. It's 3 employees, and we're in California, too. So in California, we get paid $19 an hour minimum. So there's 2 servers, $19 an hour. One of them, he's been here longer than me, so I'm assuming that his pay is somewhere in around like $23 an hour. And then we got a cook. Probably makes about $25 to $30 an hour. So just in labor costs alone, they losing almost damn near like $80 an hour. We need some customers. We don't though. Like I'm actually perfectly okay with it staying this slow and then me leaving very early. But the problem is, what's gonna happen is like 7 o'clock, between like 7 and 8:30, we're gonna get so fucking busy, and then it's gonna be annoying, and then we're gonna slow down. So it's just, we're gonna make all the money in an hour and a half. And while I shouldn't be complaining about making money, it ain't really no money. Like, would make.
Yeah, in every company they have their peaks and their valleys, right? Every single day there's a forecast based on what is happening, right? So this is probably, maybe, I'm just gonna get the benefit of the doubt, right? This is maybe early in the day, right? He's talking about Denny's. Maybe it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever the case is. But it depends. Every single situation is completely different. But if we're not even talking about from the perspective of a fast food restaurant, we're not even talking about fast food right now. We're talking about restaurants. Fast food, I can give a pass because a lot of people go through the drive-thru. A lot of people don't sit in there anymore. But we're talking about restaurants, sitting down. Your I'm just saying some common names. Your Olive Gardens, your Longhorns, your Outbacks, your, I don't know, just name a restaurant. Seriously, we're talking about regular restaurants empty. This is even Denny's, y'all. You can't make it up. This is what this is what Trump's economy is doing right now. This is Trump's economy. We are 10 months into this, into the year right now, into this whole entire presidential term, right? We are 10 months in. This is Trump's economy, y'all. I can't make this up. This.
Restaurants in my neighborhood are empty. Look at U Street, empty. President Trump, you fucked the neighborhood up.
Yeah, and where is this? This is in restaurants empty, U Street, no, have nobody. Mayor, you see what happens? Yeah. Hey man, y'all see it. This isn't AI, man. This is a real video, man. Let's check this out.
I don't know how I'm supposed to pay the bills. Probably have to start selling crack or rapping about selling crack.
Yeah, man. This is life. This is America. This is America. 6 p.m. peak dinner time. And honestly, even as I look at this, right, sometimes I'd be like, oh, it's the weekday. People don't go out to eat during the week, but people go out to eat during the week. Let's not act like that does not happen. People eat during the week. Guys, let's talk. Let's just say it. Just make your food at home. Buy your groceries. I know the price is crazy. Even prices at the restaurants are even crazier, right? Like, I don't even know. Is it cheaper? Let me know in the comments below, y'all. Let me know, like, I want to see it. Is it cheaper to make your own food at home, or is it cheaper to eat at the restaurant? Which one? Is it cheaper online or at the, I don't know. I mean, empty on a Saturday or empty at 6 p.m. or empty on a Sunday. What did we say, y'all? I have nothing. I don't even know what to say about this. Yep, I'm just showing y'all the videos though, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. In the comments, y'all. I don't even know, man. This is so frustrating though. Even as I watch this is the economy that we're in. This is the lower grocery prices that we were promised. This is the the policies that we were said. That's what they said. They said this is gonna be the greatest economy we've ever been. We were gonna make America great again. And when I say we, y'all know what I'm saying. I'm not talking about myself and people who actually voted in the last election. I'm talking about the people who are in office at this point, the administration, whatever the case is. But this is the economy, man. It sucks, but this is what's happening. And so many people, so many families, layoffs, right? Like, people work at these places. So when we talk about the job market and creating jobs and how it's affecting people at these jobs, how can you employ people when it looks like that? You know, how can you employ people when it looks like that? This is why I say, buy your groceries, create you a budget, and stick to it. Because, and I'm not fear mongering, but I'm telling you right now, it's only going to get worse from here. I'm telling you. It's only going to get worse from here. I'm not joking when I say this, y'all. I'm not joking. I am not joking. I've cut back and downsized on everything. Yeah, Eddie, that's seriously. You have to. You have to. You have to. If not, Good luck. Good luck. Like, it is. I'm not joking. Like, it is bad. It's bad. I went to the grocery store myself, and I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you guys for like the support and how great y'all are. Like, everybody, and even as I look through the comments, like all the support and everything. But seriously, when I went to the grocery store and I'm just like looking for, your normal everyday groceries, I'm not buying anything special. Y'all know meat prices are crazy. Y'all know everything is through the roof right now as we speak. But when I went to the grocery store, I listen, I don't just make these videos and not living this life myself. I don't just make these videos. I'm in the ground. I'm in the trenches myself. Guys, I got this restaurant video because I went to the restaurant a couple weeks ago and I was like, but my mind is just not coming back to it. But seriously, I'm in the trenches with you guys. I'm in. This is me talking about what is happening every single day. Gas prices, grocery prices. Let me see the music to my ear. Shout out to music to my ear for the super chat, man. Love it, love it, love it. He says, next time you talk tariff, call it what it really is. The Trump sales tax, because Americans pay it, not China. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is correct. Hey, you know what? I'm going to use that one. We're going to call it the Trump tax. We're not going to call it tariffs anymore. We're going to call it Trump. Shout out to music to my ear. That is correct. We're going to do that. Absolutely, y'all, because that is true. That's what it's called. Trump is the first, I think he's probably the first president that y'all remember back in the 1900s. Golly, what president was it? I forgot. Whichever president. My mind is going blank. Anyways, Trump is the first president that looks at tariffs and just thinks free money. He automatically thinks like, oh, it's free money. We're going to bring in all this money. And while, yes, that is probably true. We bring in a lot of money from tariffs, right? And I think we brought in a lot of money from tariffs. Absolutely. Who pays the tariffs? Or my bad. Who pays the Trump tax? Who pays it? Is it the other countries? Is it China? What about our best allies that we, constantly have always traded with, had a trade relationship and whatever case is between Canada and Mexico? Who pays it? It is the United States citizens who pay the Trump tax. Hoover, there you go, Lil Toad. That's exactly who I was talking about. Hoover. Yo, Hoover was the other tariff guy anyways. Who took us to dark times, man. He took us to dark times. And tariff is the leading indicator, but the lagging indicator, y'all know what happens after tariffs hit. But anyways, y'all, I'm just reading some of the comments. The vacuum, I'm just reading some of the comments. But anyways, y'all, I think we're gonna get to the next segment. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these videos. I love live, man. I love live stream. I like back and forth. We the people of the United States. Absolutely, Bertree. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. I appreciate it. The super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's crazy. Start saving. All right, let's check this out, man. But if y'all don't know, and I think we talked about this a little bit on Saturday as well, November 1st or November, whatever the case is, they will begin shutting down food stamps. And there was many different reasons why. Most of it is because the government shut down, right? But the big beautiful bill, if y'all don't know, is cutting a lot of it, right? Let me fix this so this is out the way. A lot of this is mixed, though. A lot of this is why are Yeah, a lot of this is mixed. And we'll break it down a little bit more too. But yeah, let's check this out, man. So many people. And you know what? This video, people are literally, and they're being real. They are being 100% honest, and they're just speaking out. They said they are going to start stealing if these food stamps get shut off. And by all means, I'm not promoting people steal. But let's check this out.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard, you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that store. And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't going to make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you. You want to take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this. It's okay.
Now, people were already stealing, right? Let's not come out here and act like that wasn't happening before. But what you're going to see very, very soon, and it's going to happen very, very fast, especially if they go through and shut off food stamps in many of these different cases, you're going to see so many people. And I'm not even about to make this about a race thing. It's not even a specific race because so many people get food stamps. You're going to see so many people out here, they're going to start stealing groceries on a mass scale. They are already doing it right now as we speak, especially the people who don't even get food stamps, right? You're going to see it happening on a mass scale, right? And it's crazy that it's happening. And why are we even in this position in the first place? I don't know. We don't have the context or her situation. We don't know if she has a job or maybe we don't know. We don't know what her financial situation looks like, because I know I'm going to see comments in the comments where people's like, oh, get a job and whatever case is. That could be true, right? Get a job. Absolutely. But we don't know. Maybe she has a job because there are actually people out here who have a job already, who are working already, and still need the support because they have kids or whatever the case is. But listen, the federal government is shutting down for many different reasons. And I actually started to do a little bit more research because I want to inform myself. I want to make sure I'm spreading the right information. And I got this from AI, guys. Like, I love AI because it summarizes it. However, AI is not always correct. So these numbers could be inflated or deflated by certain specific reason. But the government is beginning a shutdown on November. They're saying in November, the food stamps are going to be cut specifically in November. Now, that's pretty much saying the government shutdown and new eligibility rules that were enacted by the big, beautiful bill are part of the reasons why the shutdown is happening right now. Now, they're saying they have insufficient funds. They don't have the money to pay these people. They don't have, guys, it is 42 million Americans that are going to be affected by this. 42 million Americans are going to be without food stamps beginning in November. Now, listen, regardless of whatever kind of point of view, thoughts, or whatever case is, sit back and reflect and think about the people who are going to be affected by this. And I have to make a disclaimer because I always talk about this. Yes, there are going to be people who are taking advantage of the system, are going to lose out on food stamps, right? SNAP benefits, whatever. There are people who take advantage of the system, don't work, got kids and trying to, live off the government and whatever case is. Yes, there are. While that is true, there are some people who do that. On a mass scale, the people who are disabled, who absolutely cannot work. And there are people who are elderly, who have retired, like they cannot work. And there are kids who cannot work. Are they just not supposed to eat? And I tell you guys, and I talk about this all the time, guys, when we talk about these cuts to welfare, Section 8 and food stamps and Medicaid, what are we talking about right now? And by all means, I'm not saying people who don't work and who are able-bodied and who can work, I'm not saying oh, live completely off the government and you don't have to work. That's not what I'm saying, because I don't agree with that. Absolutely. But if you can't work, what are we talking about right now? But this is the reason, right? And it's going to affect so many people. 42 million Americans are going to be affected by this shutdown. But like, listen, I got more videos. People are speaking about this right now as we speak. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I cannot make this up.
Now, why the fuck I just wake up and I see that they talking about, oh, people not getting they SNAP benefits in the month of November. I know, like, fuck, y'all ain't take my mama food stamps in the month of Thanksgiving. Are you fucking serious? Are we finna riot or what? Because this is taking it too far. It's already been too far, but they have taken it to hell. We're not going to eat. I'd be damned if I pay for a motherfucking turkey with my own mother.
And you know what? That's another point. I never even thought about that. Seriously, guys, we're right ahead of Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? This is weeks before we enter Thanksgiving. We are 4 weeks away from Thanksgiving. 4, maybe 5 weeks of Thanksgiving. I don't know. Y'all can do the math in the comment section below. I appreciate it. But seriously, guys, we are about to become in Thanksgiving and people are not going to be able to. I mean, by all means, if you have a job, please continue working your jobs. If you don't have a job and you can absolutely work, go get a job. I have to make that disclaimer because there are people who take it. But seriously, we're about to be at Thanksgiving. People are not going to be able to. And even in her situation, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's going to have to pay for it. She specifically talking about her mom gets the food stamps. We don't know how old her mom is. We don't know. We don't have that context, right? But yeah, man.
Fucking money.
It's going to be rice and beans.
I know my mom better get her stamps on the 15th. If y'all need her name and her number, all of that, I'm telling you, let them stamps not be there. I'm organizing a riot in every city. I'm not playing. And I'm releasing the Epstein files. How about that? Ain't no fucking way. Why would you take food stamps?
Yeah, man. So many people. And even let's talk about grocery prices, right? Like, I mean, we are all in the trenches and everybody does not get the luxury of having food stamps by all means, right? But these grocery prices are, God, I cannot, seriously, come time, I don't know. Let's think about this. Come time next year, maybe January, February, can y'all imagine where the price of groceries is going to be? But let's check this out.
This is outrageous. Do you see this right here? $32.62. Let me show you what I got. 1 2-liter.
$4.85.
1 box of breadsticks.
5, maybe 6, maybe 7.
1 jar of spaghetti sauce.
$5.
The smallest container of jar lid. One pack of meat. I had to put the other pack of meat back. I am cooking for 3 teenagers and myself, and I have 1 pound of meat. Parmesan, noodles, green pepper and onion. That's it. And I took a picture at the register too before I put in my phone number with the deals. So check this out. This is fucking outrageous. I'm so tired of this. How is this is one dinner. One dinner, $36 fucking dollars.
Yeah, and listen, I know people are going to look at this and say, oh, $36 or $34, whatever I think is what she spent, right? Oh, yeah, it's right here. $34. Yeah, ragu sauce. I was right. It was $4. I think I said $5, whatever the case is. But yeah, we're going to look at her price. Oh, she only spent $34 for this meal. And yeah, by all means, that doesn't seem like a massive number when we're talking about grocery prices and whatever case is. But you're telling me she's got to spend $34 every single day, right? You know what I mean? Like, does she have to spend $34 every single day? This is to feed her family, her kids, and all these different. She got to spend that every day? Do y'all remember when you could go to the grocery store, spend like $100 and eat for the entire week? The entire week. And as a matter of fact, this is just dinner. This isn't including lunch, breakfast, and if you even want to get any snacks. Now, I even skip meals now. I'm so grateful. I kind of fast in the morning, and I actually haven't even eaten anything today. I've just drink my water, man. Shout out. That's what I do. Not because, financially anything is whatever, like I have financial, but because it just doesn't even make sense for me to even, it's crazy. And people here are, when you had to spend $34 for one meal, and hopefully they have leftovers. I don't even know. We don't even know if they have leftovers, guys. People are going to be eating rice and beans. People are going to be eating ramen, and people have already been eating ramen noodles, right? But this is ridiculous. And this is why people are going to start stealing. I'm not promoting. As a matter of fact, do not go to the grocery store and steal. But what I am going to tell you is be careful, because you're going to see people get desperate very, very soon. And it's getting worse, y'all. It's scary.
And since y'all are canceling these people food stamp, SNAP benefits, whatever, I hope y'all up y'all goddamn security at these self-checkout lines. Because when you got people scanning $1.39 bell pepper for some ribs, motherfucker gonna eat involuntary or voluntary. Which one y'all want? And if I see somebody run past me in big purse full of meat, I ain't seen a goddamn thing. Sure enough, then I ain't seen nothing. Nope. So don't come ask me, did you see such and such? The hell no. No, I ain't seen nobody. Sure enough.
Yep, and yeah, I'm not promoting people to go out here and steal from the grocery store. Do not. As a matter of fact, do not go. Find whatever other way around it. Eat, you can get some bread. You can get some bread. You can get some like lunch meat or something. May not be the healthiest, but you get some bread for like $3, right? You get some lunch meat. It'll be probably like $4 to $5, maybe even a little bit more. And then you get some cheese and you can eat on that for a couple days. Like you can make it. You can absolutely make it through if you budget through the right way. However, do not go out here and steal. Do not. Don't go out here and steal groceries. I know times may get desperate. There's also food banks, which are also closing as well. And guys, I'm not fear-mongering. I'm trying not to fear-monger. And I'm trying not to have people go out here and do crazy things. That's not my goal. I don't even want to talk about that. You know what? Let's just finish the rest of the video, because I think the more I talk, the more it sounds like I'm fear-mongering, which I'm really not. I'm just bringing the news. This is just what's going on right now within the United States.
Since they got rid of SNAP benefits, when y'all gonna start robbing the grocery store? And when can I meet somebody at the back of their motherfucking trunk for a pack of fucking New York steaks? Some strips, some ribeyes, T-bones, tomahawks. When can I meet y'all? Cause I don't get SNAP, but they don't know how these people are about to snap on these motherfucking stores running in and running out, okay? Not even trying to be funny. When y'all start robbing the grocery stores, and excuse me, we used to have food boosters back in the day too, baby. When you wasn't buying from the people, they was going in there and getting them steaks. I know y'all done had crackheads in y'all, excuse me for that, but I know y'all done had them in the neighborhood trying to sell you some steaks from Swanson's. or whatever that truck is that used to come through the neighborhood and sell them steaks. But yeah, since they getting rid of SNAP benefits and they did that shit right before the holidays, I'm looking for the nearest nigga that's popping that trunk with the groceries in the back. And I want fresh groceries. I don't want 2-day-old groceries from your trunk. The day you get them, the day I want to know. I know we talking about SNAP benefits going away, Medicare going away and all of that, but listen, I'm not joking. I'm not fucking joking. They about to ransack these motherfucking grocery stores.
Yeah, and people work, guys. Like, come on. And like, seriously. And he even said it himself. And he said it himself, guys. He doesn't even specifically get those funding programs. He don't get, the food stamps, the SNAP benefit. He doesn't get those, but he understands. He understands how it's going to affect people, man. It is scary. It is very scary. And like I said, I'm not trying to fear monger. I'm actually just going to end the video right here, because seriously, I have no more words as to what is about to happen here. It's crazy. So many families, so many people. Like, oh man, this is crazy. I don't know. I'm not even like, I'm not like seriously. I am not, because I don't like fear mongering. I'm not trying to make people go out here and go do crazy stuff. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And you know what segment next into that, guys? You know what's the transition into the next segment from that? I told y'all we had a packed out show. We had a long list of things to talk about. I told y'all this, man. It's crazy. Listen, when I see MAGA, and that's why I'm so passionate about this. When I see MAGA talking about, oh, they're freeloading the government and they like handouts and they like to live off the government and all these different things, right? When I see videos like that, and it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Do y'all not understand? Some people, I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna leave the subject right there. We're just gonna leave it right there. Let me read some of these comments. And appreciate all the super chats, guys. Thank y'all for the support, guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are amazing. We got 500 people in here right now as we speak. 500 of people in the stream right now as we speak. Y'all are awesome, man. I love it. I love it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, guys. We got 250 likes right now. 250 likes. Y'all hit the like button, man. If all 500 people hit the like button right now, we will go into 750 likes. That's amazing. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Kilo Miles Finest said we need to stop paying taxes. I mean, I always say that, man. Why do we pay taxes? What is the government there for? If they're not going to give social programs. Like, capitalism is great. I like capitalism to a certain extent because, whatever case is. I think we need capitalism just because I'm trying to be realistic for people to be able to have businesses and people to be able to, build a life that they want. I think that's a good thing that America has. But also, why is the government there, to give support to people? Why is the government there if they're not going to support people? And of course, you got military and you got certain essential functions, right? But aside from that, everything else, why are they there? They got to support people. They have to get programs to support people. That's what life is about. That's what life is about. And I think they need to dig deeper and find more specific ways to implement it throughout certain communities. Because, and when I say that, I mean, I think it frustrates me the most when I see people who work hard or people who's working overtime or they got a job or they're beyond they beyond the requirements and they still can't afford, whatever essentials, I'm not saying they got to live lavishly. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I'm not even saying, I'm just saying it. The support to eat just a little bit, something, I don't know. But in the midst of this, and I'm reading some of the comments here. If we stop paying, would we all get arrested? I mean, that I don't know. That's why I'm not. Listen, I am not making any kind of movements. I am not going to be the cause. I am not driving anything. I'm just bringing the news as to what's happening. And you know what? Let's transition this next segment because we got a lot to talk about on this thing as well. Do y'all know with the food stamp cuts? Do y'all know that there will be grocery stores that probably will start to close in certain communities? Grocery stores. Grocery stores. There have already been grocery stores that are closing. You got Kroger, who's decided that they were going to close some grocery stores. We talked about Walmart earlier. They closed the store down due to tariffs or whatever the case is, right? But do y'all know that you're going to start seeing that happening a lot more? This is money being taken out of communities. This is money being taken out of people's pockets. This is money, and don't get me wrong, it's from the government. But what I am saying is, this is money that is going to be taken out of these grocery stores, and where's it going to come from? 42 million Americans. Where's this money going to come from? Especially if we talking about, and I'm not even talking about just from this cut right here, because it may resume, in December, or it may resume in January, or whenever it may resume. I'm talking about in the future when these cuts go into place. I'm talking about when later on down the line, when the official cuts begin, taking place, which I'm curious now. When do, I don't even know how to search that up actually. When do the cuts actually take place? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know how to search that up. Y'all let me know in the comments. Fact check me. When do the official? Now I'm not talking about this November cut right here because of the government shutdown and the big. I'm talking about when, as proposed in the big beautiful bill, will the whole food stamps start being cut? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? If it wasn't for the shutdown right now, when would it actually be? When would the food stamps actually be cut? All right. And I'm always working my butt off in overtime, so enjoy your time off, whoever got laid off. Wow. I mean, yeah, that's good, Edward. That's good they're not laying off in your area. They're laying off in Atlanta. You know what I mean? They're laying off in all these other different areas. It sucks, guys. It sucks. I think it's slow rolling out already. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's like a slow burn over time. It could be that. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Next year around May or so. Yeah. That's a good point. Appreciate that, man. Anyways, let's talk about these grocery stores closing, man. Let's check this out.
So if y'all think the people are the only ones that's going to be losing out this little text message notification y'all sent about us not getting our November EBT, you guys are very mistaken. So this message is also for Walmart, Kroger, Albertson Companies, Publix, Aldi, Costco and Sam Clubs, and Target. Y'all know how you like to double up the prices for holidays and for the holiday items that people buy, like milk, eggs, and cheese?
They like to double it up, and also they like to throw a sale sign on top of it just to make it seem like, oh, this is a sale. But in actuality, they raised the prices and then threw a sale sign on top of it. But yeah, let's let her speak.
Because Kerrygold butter for the 4-pack at Costco is $20 and it's usually $10. Well, y'all won't be getting that money. But even worse, not only are y'all getting the SNAP money that you usually get every month, y'all gonna be taking losses because people are tired, baby. So it's finna get real cute. Not that I'm encouraging anything bad. I'm just telling you what it is, and y'all need to go on the internet, and people are not playing with none of you. So remember this, guys. Retailers count on holiday margins. Seasonal premium pricing means big revenue. If lower income shoppers can't buy, stores miss both volume and margin. Low income shoppers also drive frequency for every week purchases. So grocery stores, y'all better stand the fuck up.
Yeah, and this is the biggest time of the year, no matter which company you're talking about. You got Kroger, grocery stores, you got, regular stores like Walmart and Target. This is the biggest time of the year. This is when companies make the most money. It's not during the year. Yeah, they make money during the year, and I think during the year is very important. But during the holiday season, the Q4 time of the year, they're making a lot of money. So when we talk about these cuts right now, to these food stamps and all these different things, this is a big chunk of money. 42 million Americans are going to be without this whole food SNAP benefits. 42 million Americans. Whether you agree with the whole situation or not, 42 Americans will be without it, right? That's 42 million, at least $42 million that's going to be out of stores' pockets. You know what I mean? But, however much they're getting, if they're getting $100, they're getting $200, $300, even up to $1,000. Who knows? Whatever numbers. That's a lot of money that's going to be gone from these stores. And on top of that, we didn't even talk about from the perspective that these companies are already losing money from tariffs alone. They're losing billions of dollars. Billions and billions of dollars are being lost due to tariffs because, when Trump proposed it, he said, oh, all these other companies, all these other countries, China and Mexico and Canada, they're gonna pay the tariffs. But in actuality, it's the company that's going to pay the tariffs. And then guess where they're going to get the money from? They're going to slide it on down to you and me, the consumer, every single time. That is how it works. Yes, some companies pay the tariffs. I mean, some countries are paying the tariffs because they are based in certain different ways, the way their business is formatted. However, every single time, I'm telling you, this is how basic economics works. And I don't understand why people don't get it. So as you see, we're going to get deeper into the season. And I'm not saying that right now they're going to immediately start closing stores. It's not what I'm saying. Let's be real. Let's not be degenerate. Let's be honest of what is happening in this situation. But what I will tell you is give it a couple months. Let's let Q4 finish throughout the rest of the year. And if y'all don't know, Q4 technically ends on January 28th, I think, or January 31st, whatever the end of January is. It technically ends in January, right? Give it till after January, after February. March. We just made a video about Walmart closing down an entire store in Washington. We just talked about this. It's already happening right now. Now imagine a whole nother bomb gets thrown onto these companies where they have to make a decision to where, oh, are we going to be operation? Y'all know their favorite saying, are we going to run operationally efficient, or are we going to, or they're going to close the underperforming store? Y'all know the words that they say. They have their exact same talking frame points every single time. And it's going to continue happening, guys. And I'm not fear-mongering. I don't like to make these videos fear-mongering and whatever cases. I just like to bring the news as to what's happening. And people are already fed up right now as we speak because these prices are ridiculous. These prices are, oh man, it frustrates me because I'm in these stores every day. I shop. When I go grocery shopping and I wish I could show you all my grocery bill. We probably spend like $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month, whatever the case is. No, I'm lying. I'm probably reaching a little bit too far. But yes, we probably spend $1,000 a month reasonably, when it comes down to, toilet paper, tissue, and food, actual food that we eat for a household of four. And that's on the lower end. Depends on the month. It's crazy out here, y'all. It is ridiculous when we talk about food prices. But anyways, let's check this out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. If you haven't already, hit the like button, y'all. But let's check this out. This is ridiculous. Americans are furious. I'm going to just tell you just like this. And it's not just MAGA. Well, no, it's not just the people who are getting the food stamps. It's also MAGA as well. People who supported these policies.
Right now I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm just all of the emotions right now, and I don't even know how to deal with it. Went to Walmart to buy my kids groceries, things that we needed, just mostly groceries, and walked out with $324.67 worth of stuff. I'm a single mother. I don't get child support, I don't get assistance. I have a full-time job, but it's not enough. I barely break even, and I mean barely. I think my bills are almost exactly as much as I make a month, but I still don't qualify for food stamps. Literally by maybe $60 a month. I feel so bad for my kids. Because not only do they only have one parent that shows up for them, one parent that does this, one parent to ask things, one parent to teach them everything. They also have one parent paying for everything. So I can barely supply them with the things that we need or that they need. I never can give them hardly anything that they want. I want to so bad sometimes. I want to so bad. Nothing prepares you for the feeling of not being able to give your kids things they need. Things they need. Nothing can prepare you. So I sacrifice things to give them things they need. My car, probably going to get repoed soon. I still haven't paid my water bill in months. I haven't paid my water bill. Because they need things. My son has a game every week. I can't just not show up. It costs me money to get in. There's nothing I wouldn't do for my kids. But I'm struggling right now to make it. I don't know how I'm going to afford Christmas. I don't know how I'm going to give them a Christmas this year. And that breaks my heart. Because they deserve it. They deserve all these things. And
Absolutely, guys. And these are real families. These are real life people, guys. These are real. This isn't, a made up video. These are stories. And this is why I make these videos. This is why I'm so passionate about it. Because I hate. And I don't use the word hate. I hate seeing videos like this. She's working. She don't get food stamps or all these different things. So let alone, grocery prices. Seriously, this is what's happening, y'all. This is what's happening. And to end it off, guys, let's show you this. What is happening as we speak? There is already grocery stores shutting down. I've already made a video about Kroger. There's a grocery store right now, which over in where is this at, guys? Massachusetts. It's shutting down already, and they just opened up. 80-year-old grocery store closing chain. All you got to do is research, and you're gonna find it. Oh, of course. My bad, y'all. Got my camera messing up. It's overheated. Battery going dead. We're gonna end it here soon, y'all. My bad. This is the time here. We're running out of time. That's all it's telling me. But yes, guys, these are grocery stores. Winn-Dixie closing 3 Birmingham stores. And a lot of these grocery stores were already struggling. Let's call it what it is. They were already struggling for many different reasons. Some of them from the pandemic, some of them from whatever the case is. And layoffs are happening. Look at this one right here. Laid off 50. You got 3 closing over in Birmingham right here, guys. Like this was already a thing. However, when we talk about these policies, a lot of these different things, it's the cherry on the top, y'all. I don't know what to say, but this is yeah. This is America. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hit the like button. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's scary. I'm not fear-mongering, but you know, I think it's important we talk about it. I'm not trying to fearmonger, at least, but I think it's important we talk about it. Regardless of how you feel, there's people who kids, elderly, and disabled. Those are the people who I vouch for. I vouch for those people. And I also vouch for people. And that's why I say we need to recreate this entire system. I also vouch for people who work hours, who work 40 hours. Oh yeah, Raider guy, I've made a video about McDonald's already. I made a video about McDonald's. McDonald's is crazy. Hey, McDonald's, I don't even know what else to say about McDonald's. Hey, listen. A cheeseburger at McDonald's is $5 now, y'all. Don't ask me how I know. I'm just telling you, a cheeseburger at McDonald's is $5. A regular meal with everything together, yeah, exactly, Raider guy. $15, $14. I'm not joking. As a matter of fact, I should have took a picture of it. I've already made a video about it, but listen, it's crazy. And that's price gouging. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Beef prices are crazy, but I don't even think McDonald's like beef is real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what listen. I don't eat McDonald's though, y'all. I don't. I think I've gone there like once in the past like year or so. Maybe twice. Do the research. Yeah, Malik. Yeah, it is. Do your research. Absolutely. It's higher interest. Yeah, for those. I remember when a cheeseburger used to be $1 though, man. I remember. Works at McDonald's and I work at Mickey D's. Yeah, man. Listen, Bertree, I'm telling you, I remember when I was in high school and I used to be able to go and get, off the dollar, $3. Get a cheeseburger. Get a fry. I think maybe it was a large fry. I don't know. And you used to be able to get a drink. $3 total. And I'm sure it was cheaper than, even as you get deeper, back in the day, but it's like it's a slow increase and then it just shot up, like I don't know. But guys, we're gonna wrap this on up, man. I definitely appreciate each and every single one of you guys. We had a good time, man. I had a good time today. I really did. I appreciate all the love, all the likes. If you haven't already, hit the like button on this stream right now, guys. This was amazing. And I love streaming with you guys, man. This is the best thing I think we've ever done so far on the channel. I love interacting, like just seeing y'all talk right here is just amazing. Reading the comments because of the greed. Yeah, it's greed. It's definitely price gouging. It's definitely price gouging. Definitely price gouging. Yeah, it's great live, man. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. I'm going to tell you, be safe. Absolutely. Be safe out here. Make good decisions. Like, be careful. Inform yourself. If you're in school, keep going, keep working. Keep working. Keep working, Keep working. Because, life is amazing. And I'm in it right here, y'all. Life is amazing. Life, you can actually, through all the craziness that's happening right now within the world, through all the bad things, the bad decisions, the bad, yeah, we do got to get coupons in the mail for sure. Through all the bad things, but seriously, I think the best thing in life, especially if you have this, is people, family. Regardless of the cost of living, all these videos that we talk about, the Trump policies and everything. And that's also why I talk so much and I'm so furious about, immigration policy and everything. The best thing in life is people. People that you care about, people, friends, family, kids. If you are religious, the God that you serve, that those are I think that is the most important thing in life, y'all. And every single day, being able to do things that bring you close to those things and being able to interact and be able to spend time and all those different things, it's very important. Regardless of how much money you make, I think that is the most important thing in life. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to leave it there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I'm going to repost. I'm going to post everything on YouTube. Don't worry. If you guys want to rewatch any of the videos or share it with your friends or family. I mean, the stream is going to be posted as well, but I'm also going to post those videos as well. But listen, I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all are amazing. Amazing. Thank you for, watching the stream. The names and list, it goes on and on and on. I can give everybody a shout out, but I'm just going to say thank you. All right. We're going to stream once every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is when we're going to stream. I'm going to repost all the clips on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube, and, we'll work from there. But anyways, guys, thank you. I will see y'all next stream. Yes, sir. We out. Let's go.